Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another Trove video. Today we're going over my Neon Ninja build. Starting off here in the Delves, want to go over how I run my Neon Ninja in the Delves. The Neon Ninja is a pretty weak subpar character in the Delves, but it does serve one purpose, which is running really fast to get to the end to pull your team forward while your team is back there doing the damage and killing the enemies and whatever they got to do to complete the objective. One major key thing is running the right companion. So if you guys don't have one of these companions, try to get one. It is the Jubilant Froleak. It is a rare companion, so probably a little bit hard to get, but you can also run the common one, which is not going to be too big of a difference. It's only going to cost you 5 move speed, but you are going to get extra Path Painter cooldown, which is the main focus of the main reason why you're running the Froleak, is you want that Path Painter cooldown as well as the movement speed. So if you don't have the rare one, run the common one. Definitely not going to be a huge difference. That's not going to make or break you running to the end extremely fast. So if you're running one of these Froleaks, you get like I said, you'll get the Path Painter cooldown as well as the movement speed. Obviously, you're going to be running Path Painter for the extra move speed there, and I always run the Vacuumatic for just gathering up materials. Um, so when we touch the Path Painter, we're running 207 move speed, and when we're not, we're running 130 move speed, because normally we're running just 120, but with that plus 10 on our companion, we do get that 10 more move speed there. So I'm gonna just kind of show you the run. So starting off in the start, we're gonna tap our R1 and get that move speed, do a little bit backflip, and just kind of run as fast as we can through here. Path Painter slowed down or went away, so we're gonna refresh. And this is pretty much what I do for when I'm kind of like the runner. You just kind of have to remember which mode you're in. That's like the hardest part. If you're not in the right mode, some buttons do things you don't want them to do. And as you see, I'm also killing enemies along the way. And that is because I'm also going to be running the Beamer Emblem and the Vow of Minion Multiplication, as well as Trailblazing. I only use these two things for when I'm in the Delves, just so when I pop a flask, I get my increased move speed, and then I also pop out 2 Beamers, which will help me kill enemies, which will trigger the gain movement speed boost when a nearby enemy dies, so I just get as much move speed as possible to run through these as quick as possible. It works really well in the lower tiers. As it gets a little bit higher, I can't really do that anymore with the beamers and stuff. Then I just kind of have to just run without killing anything. But that is what I run in the delve. So let's go back to the club and we'll go over the rest of the build. All right, back in the club. So for Hat-Face weapon, we are running Crystal 3s, maxed out. No Crystal 4s on this guy yet. Still working on it. I'll get there eventually. My only Crystal 4s are on my Draco right now, because Crystal 4s are very expensive to upgrade and they are hard to come by. But on all these, we do have movement speed and attack speed. And also we have Magic Find on the face and hat. Trying to get Magic Find on my weapon, but I still need that crit hit because we're running just over 100% crit hit. So still need that extra 5.5% crit hit to reach 100%. Ally, I'm running a kind of like a spice pick with the Clownish Kicker. This is a Dev Jareem ally. It gives 5 movement speed, 3 jump, as well as the movement speed boost. The same movement speed boost as a Rat Berserker would give or the new animated Jug would give. So if you don't have the Conch Kicker, or you do need extra damage, extra light maybe, definitely run the animated jug. It's not going to hurt you anyway as far as your speed. It's only going to cost you 5 speed, which is almost nothing when you're doing, 200 movement speed. Um, right now I believe I'm running it like at 305. Yeah, 305 physical damage. And then when I slap on the animated jug, you can see my damage goes up pretty significantly by almost 30,000 physical damage, as well as that 300 light increase as well. So not a bad pick to get the animated jug, especially if you need more damage. I just don't need the damage in U10. Me just running the Conch Kicker, I'm doing just fine. For the banner, you want to try to get either obviously a permanent banner if you can and upgrade it, like I have here. If you don't have a permanent banner yet, you can go into the hub and craft a banner. Make sure you craft a banner that gives you you want 500, or you want the physical damage, the flash capacity, and the movement speed. So I know I made a video probably about a week ago that went over all the banners and stuff like that. So if you need help knowing where to craft them or how to craft them, go check out that video. I'll link it in the description as well. But try to get a banner with the flash capacity, movement speed, and the physical damage. Going to help you out a lot, especially while grinding, which is where Neon Ninja is mostly used in. Just farming, U9, U10, whatever your case may be, and not having to refill flasks as often. Ring, running physical damage, magic find. Nothing really to say there. Emblems, trailblazing emblem for the speed. Normally, I'm running Death Defying for farming because U10 enemies like to one-shot you. Emblem, I am running the Zealous emblem usually for the energy regen, instant energy regen. So when you're jumping and you're backflipping, you're constantly draining your energy and you're not getting any energy back. So now I can't backflip anymore while I'm jumping, going dungeon to dungeon. I can just tap my flask, get my full energy back. So that is where the Zealous emblem comes in at. It's a very, very good emblem. If you don't have one, Luxian sometimes sells them, as well as you can buy them on the marketplace if people are selling those there. Food, just running the regular electrolytic crystal, which gives you the 300 light, the jump, and the flask capacity. This is just the tier 3 of the food from the delves. And if you're opening boxes of new in delves, you should be getting a lot of this food. For the subclass, running the Knight subclass for the more flask capacity and the mount speed. While I'm doing topside, I'm usually running my Ganda because a lot of the topside stuff is high above. So with the Ganda, you can kind of stay up top. Ganda is definitely not required. It's just slightly helpful. And you don't have to worry about your jumps. So that's pretty much all there is to do with Ganda. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Other subclasses you might want to use if you don't really care for the flash capacity or the movement speed. If you want more damage, you could definitely run the Lunar Lancer subclass for the chance to get the increased attack speed and movement speed, as well as the extra damage when you're lunacy mode, and then just the flat 750 physical damage is also going to help out. Boomranger, you can run the Boomranger subclass for the 20% critical damage there. Or if you're just trying to get more magic find, Pirate Captain subclass is always a good choice for the magic find, as well as the cannonball raining down from the sky and hitting enemies. So definitely any of those subclasses are definitely going to be good. If you're really struggling with crit hit, or you're like just almost there to the 100% and you just want to get that 100% Tomb Raiser, you can always grab that for the next 5.5% crit hit. If I ran Tomb Raiser subclass, and I wouldn't have to run the crit hit on my weapon. So there you go. That is it for that. Let's go over my gems. Pyrodisc. Pyrodisc is a must have for any farming build. Pyrodisc is such a good gem, or gem power. It gives you a really good AoE, as well as a big increase to movement speed. So definitely want to run Pyrodisc, as well as for the Neon Ninja, running the Class Gem, And then for the Cosmic Gem, we're also running the Vampirian Vanquisher. Again, not a must-have, but close to a must-have for a farming class, where it gives you the extra move speed as well as health regen. And then for our 4th Empowered Gem, we're running Volatile Velocity. This does affect the Shuriken, so running Volatile Velocity with the Shuriken, it does give it increased range and speed, so you can kind of snipe out those enemies from afar. If you're running Dungeon to Dungeon and you have your Shuriken, your 3 little rings around you built up, you can backflip, and if you're good aim, you can hit it pretty easily with the Shuriken there, and the Volatile Velocity just makes it a little bit easier to hit from further away. So those are my gems. All my gems are physical damage, crit hit, and critical damage. We're going to go into a little bit of kind of math here. I'm going to show you an image if I can find it. Boom. So I'm running a 4-5-10-8 build. So this is the 8th most powerful build. It's really not much of a difference between this one and the top one. So 4-5 means this is the empowered. So 4 meaning the first number is your physical damage. So I have 4 bonuses on physical damage and 5 bonuses on critical damage. For my lessers, I have 10 bonuses on physical damage and 8 bonuses on critical damage. And that is my gem build. I'm running max light as well. Let me hide that image. So if you go into the gem forge here, you can see all my bonuses are on light for my cosmics. And then again, my bonuses, critical damage and physical damage, split how I showed you earlier, the 4-5-10-8. I think that's about all there is to say about my Neon Ninja. We can go into U10 and I can just kind of showcase it, but that's gonna be about it. So if you guys want to stick around and watch me do a little bit of grinding on my Neon Ninja, stick around. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one.